Netanyahu dismisses President Biden's warning that some weapons shipments could stop over concerns about civilian safety if Israel's military launches a large-scale invasion of the city of Rafah in southern Gaza.
We are determined and we are united in order to defeat our enemies and those who want to destroy us. If we need to stand alone, we will stand alone.
Prime Minister Netanyahu translated there in a video message for Israel's Independence Day coming up. Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen is expected to testify Monday at the Trump criminal hush money trial in New York. Witnesses yesterday included former White House aide Madeleine Westerhout.
She testified about setting up an Oval Office meeting between Trump and Michael Cohen, where she says a payment to Stormy Daniels was discussed. She also testified that she thinks the former president has been treated unfairly. Now, Stormy Daniels concluded her testimony. So while on the stand, she said she never directly asked Trump for money, but she says she did ask publications for money to sell her story and, quote, get the truth out.
Fox's Brooke Singman-Daniels says in the end, she took the deal to keep quiet for her own safety. The judge denied defense motions for a mistrial and to amend the gag order in the case. Beating a midnight deadline tonight, the Senate votes to reauthorize the Federal Aviation Administration.
With the law governing the agency about to expire, senators also approved a 1-week extension to give the House time for passage. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
And so make sure that the FAA will be in continuous service and there will be no gap.
The $105 billion bill, designed to improve safety and customer service for air travelers, passed on a strong 88-4 bipartisan vote. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
In Virginia, the school board in Shenandoah County votes to rename 2 schools after Confederate military officers reversing name changes made 4 years ago. America's listening to Fox News.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Learn more at alignprobiotics.com.
Police in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and Philadelphia moved this morning to disperse pro-Palestinian protesters at MIT and UPenn. Police in Tucson took down an encampment at the University of Arizona last night. A Maine man is sentenced for a New Year's Eve 2022 machete attack on New York City police officers in Times Square.
Trevor Bickford was sentenced to 27 years behind bars for the attack on 3 officers. Judge P. Kevin Castell said Bickford told mental health professionals weeks prior to the attack that he had planned to do it, indicating it could have been prevented. NYPD officers were in the courtroom as the sentence was handed down. The officers Bickford attacked spoke in court, saying they continue to have physical and emotional issues. Bickford also spoke, apologizing and blaming mental illness for his actions. As part of his sentence, Bickford will have his internet usage and other actions monitored after he's released. In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
There's a lawsuit filed over a new state law in Iowa that allows police to arrest and deport migrants in the country illegally.
Immigrant rights groups, along with the ACLU, call Iowa's new law unconstitutional. That would let state law enforcement arrest and deport illegal immigrants who've previously broken U.S. immigration laws and re-enter the state after being deported or denied entry to the country. The Biden administration is also expected to sue the state as it sued Texas to block a similar law that's currently on hold in an appeals process. Iowa's Republican Attorney General Brenna Bird has said if President Biden refuses to stop the border invasion, then Iowa will do the job for him. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Stock futures are higher ahead of the opening bell on Wall Street, and the new inductees to the Video Game Hall of Fame. Asteroids missed Resident Evil, SimCity, and Ultima. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. One person hurt that follows a garage fire in Champaign. That blaze broke out in a detached garage on the 600 block of Alabama Avenue on Wednesday. The victim suffered burns, then treated by firefighters. The cause is accidental due to welding. Rantoul man in custody. It follows a deadly shooting last month. Authorities say Argenis Rincon shot and killed Guadalupe Sanchez April 15. Rincon arrested this week, taken to Champaign County Correctional Center on a murder charge. Police believe the shooting stemming from a dispute over a previous relationship. Urbana man accused of holding a woman hostage, barricading himself inside a home. Police responded to a home in the 700 block of Sunny Lane in Urbana. On their report, the woman told officers Jacob Hill had entered her home through a window and armed himself with a handgun. SWAT responded before Hill was located in the crawl space of the home, and he was arrested later that morning. He faces numerous charges. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim
Hey,
Miller.
good morning. It is Friday. This is May 10, 84 years ago. Neville Chamberlain resigned, Johnny.
Oh, really?
It's significant. Winston Churchill was big.
Well, and Neville, yeah.
He was a big dude, man. In World War II, he was tough. He was important.
Well, and Churchill was complaining about what was going on and not standing up to Hitler for years.
Yeah, right.
And he's all over the French and talking about we have got to set some defenses in Belgium and Holland. And, of course, they said, we're out of this. And he went straight through Belgium and Holland like a hot knife through. Mm-hmm. And the day they hit that, Steve, and broke through the borders and were almost to France, that's when they gave Churchill the job. Okay.
You do it. They didn't care for him. They didn't really like him, did
No,
they? It's Brother Johnny's here. Diane Ducey's
Good
here.
morning. My dad's birthday was today, May 10th.
Hey, there you
Francis
go.
Eugene Ducey. What a great guy.
Good man there.
Yeah, that's true.
Greg Sollier, Brother Johnny's read The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, which is only 800.
Sounds like he sounds very well versed in
800 pages.
I had a question, too. Greg, what do you think about... I'm looking for a place warmer and drier like Scotland. What's going on
Boy,
here?
that's a reach, man.
I know.
Oh, man. Where is warmer and drier? Phoenix.
Right. I mean, yesterday...
the Southwest, Southern California, actually Central and South Florida, if you take away the thunderstorms that are going through the Panhandle right now. So just fringe areas of the country right now that are in that sunny, warm, and dry mode. So
I don't know. There's no perfect spot, I suppose. San Diego, but that's in California. That's a problem.
Well,
but we're getting close to what they call the June gloom, where that low stratusy stuff hugs along the coastline. You got to go up into the mountain country to get any sun. But the June now through early June can be a little problematic even in San Diego.
Man, our weather brought to you this morning by Carl.
Carl reminds you they're always looking to increase their team and there's opportunities for growth. If you're interested in being one of the people who help the health of community members around the region in a supportive environment, visit carl.org/careers.
All right, my friend, the farmers want to plant a little bit. It's going to be dry enough for the weekend?
Yeah, I think so. If you've got good drainage, tile lines, I'm sure, running full tilt, and you've stayed away from some of the excess stuff, which has been predominantly south and west of Champaign and Champaign County and East Central Illinois, then you should be able to make some progress here. Just mere mentions of activity flirting to the north and east of us. And we've got two features next week as we split the jet stream pattern. And another indicator that we're kind of winding out of El Nino. There may be a La Nina that's going from warm ocean waters to cool ocean waters, and sometimes there is data that suggests it's a hotter, drier summertime, especially mid to late summertime around here. So we may have rains, too much rains, timely rains, and then where are the rains? It may be that scenario playing out here in the months to come, but we'll worry about that down the line. But there should be some opportunity for some progress, and even with a couple of systems here for next week, especially north of Champaign, and then the following week in good shape as well. We'll have all that, by the way, long-range stuff through the early part of June on this weekend's edition of This Week in Agribusiness. Partly sunny and 67 today. We're 51, and some peaks and pokes and some sunshine over parts of the area right now. Down tonight to 52. There may be a shower north of Champaign and off east tomorrow morning, partly sunny, and a high near 70. Up to 78 for the day Sunday. A partly cloudy, milder day with southwesterly breezes. Maybe late Monday into Tuesday, and again Thursday next week. Couple of showers, thunderstorms. Best odds I-70 on southward. Moisture amount should stay under about a third of an inch, so we can work with that, I think. Monday high at 76. Tuesday at 71. Mid to upper 70s. Wednesday, Thursday, and
Friday of next week. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. ESPN 93.5. It is Friday. This is May 10. Remember I talked to William Shirer?
I do.
William Shirer was the man during World War II that was essentially the Edward R. Murrow-like. He wrote The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, and Johnny had read it, so I got some help.
And he was in Berlin the whole time. He actually saw the whole thing with one eye because he lost his eye in a skiing accident.
Oh, my goodness.
One eye, but he got an eye full, I can tell you that.
Well, I asked him, I said, had Hitler not been so stubborn going to Russia, would they have lost? And he said no. The Nazis would not have. They lost millions of troops, didn't they?
Yeah, and they froze to death too. They just didn't retreat, and he was crazy. I mean, that guy. I'll tell you. Well, actually, if he'd attacked Russia when he had planned, he would have made Moscow too.
Man,
and, he got mad at one of his guys getting killed in Yugoslavia. Delayed the attack and took over Yugoslavia. It took him 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
And that they missed getting to Moscow by about 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, anyway, it's good to have you listening. So Joe Biden says he'll delay, postpone, whatever it is, the arms that the House and Senate agreed to send Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday.
We are determined and we are united in order to defeat our enemies and those who want to destroy us. If we need to stand alone, we will stand alone.
The Israeli military is pushing on with its operation in Rafah despite President Biden's warning that the U.S. would withhold some weapons if it launches a major offensive in the city. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying Israel will stand alone if it needs to and fight on. That's despite President Biden turning up the pressure on Israel, saying the U.S. would freeze the delivery of 1,800 2,000-pound bombs and 1,700 500-pound bombs over fears that they would cause widespread civilian deaths in Rafah.
Pretty hard to fight an enemy when they're hiding among women and children.
Yeah.
Rafah's got over 1 million Palestinians hanging out. So, how do you fight that?
I don't have any. I will say it's difficult also when you try to play both sides.
Yeah, right.
And just Biden's got absolutely no way to win.
When you have the protesters agreeing that they're not happy about Joe Biden, which has happened during this pro-Palestinian and anti-Israel, anti-Semitism stuff, and then the Israelis themselves, when they both have the same opinion of Joe Biden, which is chanting something negative. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is limited pretty much to campaigning on weekends and days that the jury is off. Nate Foy, who was on our show earlier this week, he's been standing outside the courthouse all week, just waiting for the call.
Right after Stormy Daniels finished her testimony, lawyers for former President Donald Trump asked for a mistrial, arguing that her testimony had little to nothing to do with the charges that Trump faces in this case. Judge Juan Merchan denied that request, but it wasn't the only request. Trump's lawyers also asked Merchan to amend the gag order so that former President Trump could publicly defend himself from the allegations that Daniels made during her testimony. That was also denied by Judge Merchan.
Oh, golly.
It's a sham, but I actually think Trump's just getting more publicity from that than he would on the stump. So.
Probably is.
And the question,
what if they were to put him in jail?
Well, some people say that would just ice it for him, and others say, nope, now he's a felon. So I think it'd be nice if they would, use the law appropriately. And this shouldn't even be at trial. But like I said, I think just the constant Trump is what you try to do when you're running. And in this case, you do have, I don't think that's a fair trial, or I hope they get him, but it's not a slam dunk that it's negative publicity.
Well, and then what if he doesn't get convicted? If you're not getting convicted in Manhattan, if you're Donald Trump, then wow.
I can't imagine 12 out of 12 people buying into this, because the case is actually about what Cohen did off to the side.
Well, it was business fraud. What Stormy Daniels and the details have to do with anything
this girl,
like this?
You really can't trust Stormy.
Well, there's that. And Michael Cohen, yeah. I mean, he went to jail too. I mean, and he's out there lobbying on TikTok and raising money, and Trump can't speak. That doesn't sound fair to me. All right, I've got some Brad Underwood I want to get to here about the two guys coming, and maybe Another name I'll give you, a Russian, is on radar. Stand by. We'll check your... Oh, boy, I got to cut. Just remembered I got to talk about the Cardinals here. Yikes. Non-competitive last night.
Are we okay with the Redbird recap?
I'm obligated to the St. Louis Cardinals.
Milwaukee wins 7-1 over the Cardinals.
It wasn't competitive.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney, and last night was not the Cardinals' night. It was not Sonny Gray's night, and Milwaukee beat the Cardinals 7-1.
Sonny Gray gave up 3 home runs for the 7th time in his career, and the Milwaukee Brewers just took it to him. A lot of hard-hit balls in the game, and the Cardinals could not take advantage again of an opportunity in the middle of the game. They had the bases loaded, nobody out. They weren't able to score, and things just kind of devolved from there. A tough loss to start the road trip.
Well, Milwaukee powered its way to a win with 3 home runs plus an RBI triple in the mix, and it wasn't their starter who got the win, but the Cardinals could not get to their starter last night, and even though he had a lead, Tobias Myers couldn't get the win.
He couldn't get through the 5th inning. He threw a lot of pitches. The Cardinals had some base runners. They just can't seem to get that big hit.
So Sonny Gray drops to 4-2 with the loss, and Sonny Gray has an ERA now of 2.29. Lance Lynn goes tonight for the Cardinals. We're on the air at 6:15. Ricky has the lineups at 7. I'll bring you the first pitch at 7:10.
The Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum is the official home of Cardinals history. For those who want to be a part of one of the sport's greatest collections in the world, museum membership is the way to go. Cardinals Museum membership provides unlimited admission for 1 year, exclusive Hall of Fame bobbleheads, discounts, ticket offers, and more, in addition to supporting exhibit design and artifact restoration. There are a variety of membership levels, including our ultimate level of membership. For more info and to join, go to cardinals.com/membership.
Okay, well, the Cubs start up a series against Pittsburgh, and you'll hear that action over on US 105.9. Chicago White Sox now with their 10th win, 3-2 over Cleveland. They played, I think, 38 games or something like that. So,
well, they 2 of their wins against Cardinals. So,
yes, that's right.
In St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my,
they're just in a slump. What? How was Milwaukee? I thought they lost their.
They lost their manager and lost their players, but they put another guy in there that's doing great.
Because they've been kind of a pain in this division for quite a while.
But Craig Counsell's got the Cubs culture different. And Cubbies are there. They're pretty good.
So, Coach Brad Underwood?
Yep, we're going to get to that coming up after the Fox Business Minute. You'll hear what, if you missed it, he talked about this a day or two ago. Brad Underwood talking about the 2 guys, Humbrickhouse and Isevich.
Okay.
And so you'll hear about the 2 new additions. One is 6'8", shoots 41% from 3 and 85% from the free throw line. Yes.
Oh, now I like that. Free
85%. So, and the other guy is 7'1", who's turning 21 and is 240 or 50 pounds and 7'1".
All right.
Been a while since we had a rim protector. So that's good. Coleman Hawkins being pursued by Arkansas, North Carolina, Kansas, and Louisville. But otherwise, no interest.
I see.
No, he'll have a... Why didn't you just stay
Can
here?
he be drafted by the NBA?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
So he's got to make a decision.
All kinds of options.
He wants lots of options. Weather this morning brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And they remind you they've got a lot of things to do with Mom, hikes in Meadowbrook, the tours, the Sunday morning bird walk on Mother's Day. Also, the free creative senior connections today from 11 to 1, urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign event, and this Saturday. Nice spell of weather ahead for the weekend. Couple of weather systems on the maps and charts for next week. One late Monday to Tuesday, another one along about Thursday. More significant moisture will play out well south of Champaign and Champaign County, so some opportunity for work out in the backyard, the back 40, and a little fun out there on the back 9. Partly sunny for the day today, 67. The expected high, just a few degrees below average. Northwest breeze. For tonight, a few more clouds, maybe a stray shower late down to 52. Best odds on rainfall north and east of Champaign through tomorrow morning. Then partly sunny skies and a high to about 70. Fair and 48 tomorrow night. Partly cloudy, milder, and to about 78 we climb for the day on Sunday. Monday, late in the day and into Tuesday, a couple of scattered showers. Highs into the low to mid 70s there. 75 a dry Wednesday. Another chance for a shower Thursday. Dry late next week Friday. All the while daytime readings generally mid 70s. Overnight readings will be down into the 50s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868, Busey Bank proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
T-Mobile's U.S. operations and Verizon Communications are looking to carve up U.S. Cellular, one of the last major regional providers in the U.S. U.S. Cellular has been seeking buyers for its operations and licenses to Airwaves. It's shaping up to be another busy summer travel season to Europe. IAG, parent company of British Airways, Iberia, Aer Lingus, and others, made a fatter profit in the recent quarter and says it's well positioned for the summer. Apple is apologizing for a new ad promoting its latest iPad Pro. It crushes a record player, musical instruments, cameras, and art supplies, which are replaced with the iPad device. It faced widespread criticism on social media, saying it celebrates destruction. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
It's time to take the quiz. 5 questions, 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
History, pop culture, science, sports, civics. How much do you know? Let's find out.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Jackson or something?
Neil Armstrong.
Take the quiz every weekday at thequiz.fox and then listen to the quiz podcast to find out how you did.
Play, share, and of course listen to the quiz right now at thequiz.fox.
Tapman's Towing, team of experienced tow professionals, is seeking others with CDLs, previous tow experience, and or strong interest in serving others. Please visit our career page at tapmanstowing.com.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
All right, so Brad Underwood talked to the media about his 2 new ones, and there's another name to bring into the mix. His name is Igor Demin, Egordemin. He is Russian. He's going to be, well, he just turned 18, and next time he'll be 19. So he's a freshman, but he's been playing pro ball for 2 years. Igor.
And he's point guard?
He's a point guard at 6'8". They have the top point guards rated for 2025 already. And number 1 is Boogie Floyd. That's the guy I just mentioned off the air. I've mentioned him on the air too, but he was with John Calipari, a commit from Brooklyn. Watch his video. He's a one and done, for sure. He's one and done. He'll be a tremendous NBA player. He's so unbelievable versatile, but he's a guard. That's the number 1 guy, but Igor Demin is ranked number 3 in all of college basketball next year already, and he's still over in wherever he's playing, Spain. And then number 12 is Kylan Boswell from Arizona, the guy from Urbana that went to Arizona, was a 5-star, and now we got him too. So if we had the 3 and the 12 in America, you'd be feeling pretty good.
No, that's great, man. I just Brad's working hard. You try to get a good group of recruits, and then you got to put it together.
Then I think he's done. So that would count 7 transfers, and 2 from the Elite 8 team means 9. That means there'd be a spot for the 10th guy. Could it not be me? if you're just looking for fillers, could I not help?
Yeah, you could. Actually, I was thinking if you tell Brad he's welcome to call us for some advice if he wants.
We got that. We have that. We absolutely have that. Here's Coach a couple of days ago.
Yeah, a couple of announcements. Obviously, a couple of guys with size. A couple of guys we're really, really excited about. Ben Humerkaus is a guy who is, we have worked really, really hard through this process. Very excited about his package, what he brings to us. Extremely versatile. I think he's one of the elite shooters in the country. The versatility, I think he can do everything from play the 5 to be able to do some of the things that we did with Marcus this year in post-ups. I think that he got incredible range. I think the one thing that always translates, no matter what level you're at, is shooting.
All right, so he likes his shooting, but listen to how good a shooting he thinks Ben Humerkaus will bring us.
And he does that at an extremely high level. I think he's one of the outstanding shooters, will be one of the outstanding shooters that I've coached, and maybe the best one I've seen in my time here. So a terrific young man, a terrific student, cerebral, high IQ, and again, fit what we were setting out to accomplish in the portal, which is positional size and guys who can shoot it, especially along the front court spots. So really, really, really excited about the addition of him and the versatility, and I think has a chance to be just outstanding player for us.
All right, that's Ben Humerkaus from Evansville that was playing Division III and then transferred to Evansville, and now look at that go. Wow.
Think you can shoot it like Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin played yesterday.
I know.
The exhibition.
Pacer Fever.
13,000 people
Pacers,
at the exhibition.
The Pacers
people.
are the Indianapolis boys team. The
Right,
Fever are the girls. Now I'm a girls fan, so I get them mixed up.
There you go.
They're called women. But
Women.
Anyway.
Well, okay, women. I'll give you that one.
I've been corrected on that. Girls are high school. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So here's the other guy that Brad Underwood likes, and he's a little tentative saying his name.
Tomislav Avicic, very excited about. I'm very excited I pronounced his name right. So, but a young man that in watching film, he fits 7'1", 240, 250 pounds. He is a very, very skilled player. Can really step out and shoot it. An elite passer. A guy that gives us the ability to protect the rim on the defensive side, can really handle the basketball as well at his size. He's left-handed, and then he has a tremendous amount of experience, playing on the world stage, playing in the Adriatic League, and has played against high-level guys. He's been extremely well coached. So, again, a guy that opens the floor, can pull defenders away from the front of the rim. I'm just excited because I think he's going to be a very, very, very talented and gifted offensive player who's got great range, can really shoot it, and excited to add him to our lineup.
So who was the last 7'1" guy that started at Illinois? I mean, Nick Smith was there in the 05 team, but he didn't start.
Well, there was that guy. I forgot.
Kofi's
7 feet.
Okay.
7 feet.
7'1".
What about there was a tall white man. Do I have to say man or boy?
Georgie Bashonsvili is 6'10".
No. The guy who's playing pro. He was while
Myers
ago.
Leonard?
Yes.
Okay.
Myers is
7'0".
I think 7'0".
Okay.
That's a good one, though.
Well,
Myers left after his second year, but
who was 7'1" ever? I mean,
Nick Smith.
Oh, okay.
I think they always said poor Nick Smith. He's the tallest guy Illinois ever.
Okay.
But now we got Tomislav
All right.
Isevich. Isovich.
Myers Leonard, that's the guy.
Myers is pretty good. Yeah. All right, going to break for the news. Be back. You're always welcome to text on the Fisher National Bank text line 217-359-2255. Brother Johnny in studio today, Diane Ducey. I am Stevie Jay. We'll break for the news, come back. Also, all of our guests on the phone appear on the Tapman's Towing phone line. News next. It is 7:30 live from the studios in downtown Philo.
Illini pizza fans, great things come from Jet's Pizza. Detroit-style pizza is one of them. Freshly made dough pressed into steel pans inspired by the Motor City. Topped with premium mozzarella, Mama Jet's secret sauce, fresh toppings, then baked to the thickest, crispiest, cheesy crunch. Want Detroit-style proof? Order Jet's famous 8-corner pizza. It's 8 pieces of crispy, crunchy, and cheesy to the edge pizza. Right now, get $5 off an 8-corner pizza at regular menu price. Online code 8SAVE. Jet's Pizza. Better because it has to be.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Tornado outbreak in Tallahassee, Florida.
A confirmed tornado observed on the ground where we have millions of people living.
Fox News meteorologist Janice Dean. Thousands without power in the Florida capital. Day 15 at former President Trump's criminal trial. Cross-examination resumes of the former White House aide Madeleine Westerhout.
Prosecutors called her to testify about Trump signing checks, but court observers say her appearance backfired on the prosecution. She tearfully cried on the stand, praising Trump, saying he is a good family man, and told the jury that he was a great president.
Fox's Eric Shawn. Fox has learned that the prosecution's star witness, Michael Cohen, will take the stand on Monday. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. University of Pennsylvania police and riot gear moving and clearing out the anti-Israel tent city earlier today. America's listening to Fox News.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window. New roofing and siding are a winning combination that can instantly change the look, feel, and function of your home. Our Kramer Siding and Window team takes pride in being an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred contractor, able to offer a best-in-the-business 50-year warranty. Pair it with preservation siding in your favorite style and color, and your home will be a showstopper. Start today and save 10% on roofing and 25% on siding. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. Political news is sure to dominate the headlines in 2024, adding uncertainty to the markets. This makes a disciplined investment strategy even more critical to achieving your long-term goals. To assure your investments are aligned with your objectives, contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Christie Clinic Illinois 5K announcing a rescheduled date. The race takes place Friday, June 7th at 7. It was postponed after law enforcement called to a pro-Palestine protest at the University of Illinois campus. For the rescheduled race, it will feature a new route to start on Oak Street and on Kirby Avenue right outside Memorial Stadium. Urbana High students have been putting in the hours. Wednesday, Mayor Diane Marlin recognized over 100 students for their volunteer work. Participating students each volunteered more than 30 hours, and several students logged more than 100. Altogether, the students earned over 10,000 public service hours with the school last year. Scratching Post, a cat and board game cafe set to open in Champaign in fall of this year. Cat Lounge will be nearly 1,000 square feet. It'll serve as a foster home for over 30 cats. Rebecca Minnick, manager of the Scratching Post, says the inspiration for creating the Scratching Post came from the Cat K, the Cat Lounge rescue and arcade hybrid located in Chicago. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All right, we check the weather, brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
And they are your premier provider for home improvements, specializing in siding, windows, doors, roofing, and outdoor living. Visit kramersiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, and this Saturday. Nice spell of weather ahead for the weekend. A couple of weather systems on the maps and charts for next week. One late Monday to Tuesday, another one along about Thursday. More significant moisture will play out well south of Champaign and Champaign County, so some opportunity for work out in the backyard, the back 40, and a little fun out there on the back 9. Partly sunny for the day today, 67. The expected high, just a few degrees below average. Northwest breeze. For tonight, a few more clouds, maybe a stray shower late down to 52. Best odds on rainfall north and east of Champaign through tomorrow morning, then partly sunny skies and a high to about 70. Fair and 48 tomorrow night, partly cloudy, milder, and to about 78 we climb for the day on Sunday. Monday, late in the day and into Tuesday, a couple of scattered showers, highs into the low to mid 70s there. 75 a dry Wednesday, another chance for a shower Thursday, dry late next week Friday. All the while daytime readings, generally mid 70s. Overnight readings will be down into the 50s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm Peter Olchus, Greg Solgay.
All right, this was remember Terrence Shannon and all the trouble that we went through, missing 6 games and the accusations and being charged and stuff. And so
from the incident that happened September 9th.
Yeah, when he went to the Illinois-Kansas football game with Justin Harmon was with him.
That's
so anyway,
right. Deshaun Hobson, the graduate assistant.
Okay, yep. And so they, I think Terrence is in Lawrence today?
Yes, in Douglas County, and due to be in the courtroom. And the matter is the state of Kansas versus Terrence Shannon Jr. on the docket for a preliminary hearing in front of Judge Sally Percorny, District Attorney Suzanne Valdez, and the Lawrence Police Department will try to show probable cause for a felony case to move forward. He is a former U of I basketball star, hoping on his road to the NBA, which could take a major step forward at the draft combine beginning next weekend. And so we'll see about these accusations that stem from that incident on September 9th, due back in Champaign. After all this concludes, we'll see what happens.
Well, and then again, the combine and then the draft. I mean, that's yes or no. It's either going to happen or it's not. But I said all along, if Terrence had done something wrong, he should be punished. But if he didn't, oh my gosh, what damage was done to him. The DNA did not match anything at all. And then there was always why didn't the University of Kansas police officers interview anybody? Because I think some Kansas players were with Terrence, and I don't think they wanted the Kansas players involved in the story.
I see.
So there's that. And then again, what happened? There's zero evidence of proof, nothing.
Right. This detector, Josh Leitner of the Lawrence Police, said the encounter was approximately 30 seconds in this report here.
So
I don't know what So
we'll just see what happens, but
should be dismissed.
Well, again, I don't get why you did not interview everybody around, and anyway, so we'll see what happens. Want justice to be done, and if certainly Terrence is innocent, we want this to be gone today for him, and hope he has a wonderfully bright future. And again, you got to have evidence and things like that. And if the DNA didn't match, how's that even possible?
Well, 30 seconds. I don't even know what.
Well, I don't know. So
no DNA, no video collaborating on
just
this assault.
Nothing. The woman's friend that was with her didn't know. So I mean, anyway, it's today because boy, we're going through winter and we're going, man, did Terrence do that? What's going on? No, he didn't. Well, he says he.
The warrant for the arrest was on December 27th.
He had a remarkable year.
And the worst thing about what we were going through was he was banned from basketball on the accusation without any
due process.
Yes, nothing. And so they did straighten that out. And I sure am glad he got to play.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And he was great. And you're thinking he'd be a first rounder, huh?
Right.
Steve?
Well, I think he's projected like 20-ish, 25, and in first rounds,
that's
guaranteed big, good. It's apparently not like the NFL. I mean, NFL, the top guy, Caleb Williams, the Chicago Bears starting quarterback out of USC, has got $38 million.
Oh, that ain't bad. What's the NBA guy?
I think the NBA is 10.
Okay, well,
Wynton Yabi, the San Antonio kid, got 10.5. I think most of that's bonus. And they have a rookie deal where you get paid chump change, but your bonus is what you kind of make it on.
Well, okay, so if there's 2 guys, you give one guy $28 million, one guy $10 million. Do you think they get in a fight or just be going having a beer? I think they'd be pretty happy.
What did our dear friend say? Whatever happens isn't going to change my life. All these guys know that they should be now. There are entourages, and there are people with...
No, okay, so if you're in $1 or $2 million, one thing 17 and 18-year-olds will learn is how fast you can spend that.
Well, if you get $2 million and the government takes $900,000 of that, and then the family's going to need some, that's not much.
Remember the Spinks boys too? They'd have 20 or 30 people surrounding them, going everywhere.
Entourages,
and they spent a lot of money. They had a good time, I think, but they spent some money. That's the boxers of the 70s.
To assume that all athletes getting paid money are set is wrong.
It's a shame that there isn't more emphasis on helping them with a portion of their money, because they certainly could be set.
Yeah, right. Well, and then Shohei Ohtani, with the guy taking his money, it still kind of raises eyebrows that a guy could steal $17 million from Shohei Ohtani and Shohei Ohtani not knowing. So that was the gambling issue, but apparently Shohei's been completely cleared. And you go, well, baseball wouldn't want anything to happen to their number one star.
Okay,
I mean, that makes you wonder that how anybody, first of all, could accept a $500,000 bet from an interpreter making $200,000. You're not going to accept the bet, and then you're not going to owe anybody $4 million unless you're Shohei Ohtani, because you wouldn't have the money. So he stole it allegedly, and the guy isn't. You think, well, if he's really innocent, wouldn't he just say, hey, wait?
I tell you, there's one way to lose it even faster than I was thinking.
Yeah, boy. No kidding. And that was, by the way, an illegal betting, because betting is, All right, so NIL, the NIL situation is, the idea was, gosh, buy my jersey, I'll get $12.
Well, it's just...
Name, image, and likeness, and boy, now is it not free agency for the teenager?
Yes, and it's unlimited money, which is surprising. And
I like that, because Alabama, Nick Saban, we've got to have limits. Well, that's why a lot of these colleges that have been cheating for a very long time can continue doing what they do. But if there's no limits, Illinois can play. You can say, all right, I just got to get more money. I don't think our football team's getting near what the basketball team's getting.
I don't like the no limits, and I also don't think they need to get anything until they leave school. That's one way to save up money, and then they can see, well, wait a minute, where'd that money come from? Well, that's what you get if you keep it in an account. Or cars, I don't think they should be given cars, and I also don't think they should have portal access for at least 2 years,
right?
Not 1 year.
Have some kind of commitment to us if you're getting this kind of money.
Well, some kind of consistency too. You get into 1 year, they're getting calls immediately before they get to the campus,
and not just
from other schools for next year.
Not just that, but how many people before NIL were in the kid's ear? You got the parents, you got the street guys, you got the buddies. They're saying, the coach isn't using you right. You should be in the league, man. You should be in the league right now. They're getting fed that all the time.
Yeah, and they're only 17.
They're 17. So I don't, if you're going to do this, I am against the limits, because then you go back to the blue bloods still cheating and doing what they do, and so you still have the advantage.
Well, why would you say that they can cheat if there's no limits?
If there's a limit, they'll go over the limit secretively.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So that means that we'll be back to square one.
I don't think like a cheater.
I know it.
Well, so if the Nebraska head football coach, former Carolina Panther coach, is now at Nebraska, Rule or whatever his name, Matt Rule.
Oh, yeah, Rule.
So anyway, he says it takes $1 to $3 million for a quarterback now.
Okay.
A year. When you have the quarterback at Texas making more than the starting quarterback for the Super Bowl, yikes. I mean, the Mr. Brock Purdy was getting $800,000 salary. Now he got like $3 or $4 million. Be Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, still makes millions in bonus money. But you got. Well,
I will say one thing, Stevie. I was, as you know, I have a letter from Illinois football, and I've held my value, because back then I was worth nothing, and I'd be worth nothing now.
1978.
But I had a lot of fun.
77 or 78. You're in the.
I was 73 through 77.
But your letter is maybe 76. Your letter. Anyway, there's a date by your name.
Oh, okay.
It's in the press guide.
Yeah.
John Cacciaturian, J-O-N. By the way, it took me years to get that J-O-H-N done to J-O-N.
Thanks for doing that.
I kept working on it. I think it's J-O-N now.
You like your name. When you see your name, you like it spelled right.
That's right.
I mean, it's not that big a deal, really, but you know what I'm saying.
Is it long form Jonathan?
No, just
J-O-N. John Cacciaturian.
Okay.
John means deer in Armenian.
Right. Plus, they tried the parents tried to get a little bit of a shorter name with Khachaturian,
Yeah.
and still John E. Khachaturian won't fit on most forms.
Okay.
I got to just leave the E off.
I see.
And then I can get to
Well, that Johnny, that's coming up 50 years ago. You were playing that football game, so
it's fun being on the team. It was a good fraternity.
Well, speaking of NIL, should we bring in some kind of education component to it that they need to get somewhat of a degree, or
I think you can when you have leverage.
GPA,
but
or
when you're getting $1 million, that's going to be by choice because now they're the man. you just won the
Okay.
lottery. I mean, it's extraordinary money. But if it, they say the women should get paid more money. The women should get paid more money if they draw crowds. Now they're drawing crowds; they're going to get paid more money. That's how it works. It's not a man-woman thing. It's a generate funds thing. And with Caitlin Clark, kind of like, I don't know, Magic, Bird, and Michael, that kind of Tiger Woods elevated. Jack Nicklaus used to get $200,000 for winning a tournament. Now it's at least $2 million.
I just think that kids should have their account in escrow. They don't need the money going to college as a freshman, and they don't need the distraction. And then you draw an entourage if you actually have the money. And so that's a no-brainer that they shouldn't be handing out the
I would
cash.
argue that they've had an entourage since 4th grade. So.
Well, but not like money incentive.
Yeah, well,
now you've got money, and you're going to hand it out pretty liberally because you don't know how hard it is to make that money because they just handed it over to you.
Kofi Coburn got bad advice, and he did not have the best people around him. And he could have earned far more at Illinois for 2 more years than he ended up making wherever he played in Korea this last year. But man, oh man, you're big man on campus, you're a star, everybody knows who you are. You go to total oblivion when you go to Tokyo and play basketball on a bad team. That's what happened to Kofi. It's too bad. Then he played in South Korea this last season. I don't know how he did.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of the women's sports, it's incredible that over 13,000 were at Cambridge Fieldhouse last night, and many of the fans donning the number 22 jersey to see Caitlin Clark in action to make her 12 points in that preseason debut against Atlanta's Dream.
Well, they're going to go see her play. I'll watch her play. When she's on TV, I'll try and watch.
I got to tell you that I've been whining about the three-point shot and how they're just jacking threes and losing games, but I'm backing off of that. It doesn't matter. All anyone wants to see is the three. That's it. And she can make them like Steph Curry.
Well, she was 4 of 12 from the field and 2 of 9 on the threes yesterday for her 12
Which
points
isn't
and
the
8
best,
rebounds and
but
6
the
assists.
point is the fans love the three, and it's amazing when you see her shoot from a couple times. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, I know.
Nothing but net.
I know.
Right?
No, remarkable. Steph Curry, you're right. It's kind of like
they
that.
did play a game of horse, and Steph won, but it was close.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got a note here yesterday. John Decker was interviewing 2 prominent WNBA people. I'm trying to find the text that he sent me, but it's kind of funny because he interviewed them and asked a question that absolutely broke him up, got him laughing. He said, I said, true or false, Caitlin Clark totally sucks. And they just barrel laughing. They were outside the White House yesterday. These are, he said, sometimes I do sports. WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces were at the White House.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And Joe Biden's railing about pay. That's fine. Caitlin Clark's getting $76,000 a year. But it is. But believe me, everybody will make a lot of money when people watch and go, and that's what Caitlin Clark's bringing to the WNBA, which is great for them. I think it's awesome.
Well, and to be totally clear, I think it's $75,000 her first year. But she did get the $27 million tennis shoe contract, and I don't know what
Nike?
State Farm.
It's Nike.
Yeah, it's Nike. And
$28 million from Nike, I think.
I don't know what State Farm's
State Farm's
fair.
pretty good. No, she's doing fine.
So
Marty says, totally agree with you, Johnny. There was a John text that says Kofi did a podcast recently and asked what was his biggest regret at Illinois, and he said it was leaving when he did.
Yeah.
So there's another one about you need some clarification. If we're not willing to help Israel because of innocent people getting killed, how does it helping Ukraine avoid innocent people from getting killed?
Yeah.
Tough one.
Well, it's just war, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
And so we had our chance with Ukraine, and we just that was a disaster.
Well, we took out what Putin had a guy in Ukraine he liked, right? And we
the
took
whole
him out.
thing. We'll also push in the NATO thing, which means we'll protect Ukraine.
Yeah.
Why-
Will we?
Well, if they were NATO, yes. But why would we push them to? Why would we do that when
don't
Putin's
know.
saying, "I am going to destroy that country if you don't let this go"? Oh no, we're going to do it. You can't. I'd like to see you try. Anyway, that was part of us, and then the Israel thing. There's no solution there as far as you're not going to get all of Hamas. You can try. I think you can destroy any infrastructure, tunnels, whatever, and then you probably need to just back off. Where are they going to go?
Well, I agree. If you take the tunnels away, doesn't that?
Well, everything you can get that they'll use to kill their citizens, I think that's fair game. I think I don't know what the objectives are or how they're even going about it, but they've got him kind of in this concentrated area, Rafah, with how many people are in Rafah? It's like
1.2 million.
Yeah.
So they've got camps and tents and stuff. I mean, it's a mess. It's and they're not allowed to. Egypt wouldn't let them in, right? Egypt doesn't want all the Palestinians.
Well, what are they going to do with people? It's.
Hey, finally, based on Donald Trump's record, is he exaggerating when he says none of this would have happened if I were president? Would Ukraine and Russia happen? Would backing out of Afghanistan the way we did, would that have happened? Would the border have happened? I don't think any of that happens.
Well, I would start with Afghanistan doesn't happen like that because he wasn't going to pull all the troops out, which he wanted to do.
He keep the Bagram Air Force Base. Why would you give that up? I can't believe
they weren't going to. And so Afghanistan wouldn't have happened. Ukraine, I'm almost certain, wouldn't have happened because Putin wouldn't have gone in. He would have been afraid what Trump would have. And Trump might have done something to counter that line up at the border.
When they lined at the border.
He certainly wouldn't have said, well, we'll see how far he goes in, and I don't know what we do. But, and then as far as what else?
Border?
Will the border be closed? It was closed.
I know.
It was closed. The border was sealed. They all the Democratic candidates, they're like, remember, 12 or something, and they all raised their hands, we're going to open the border. Well, they did, and it's open. So yeah,
crime would not have been running wild like it is.
Because now that's different because that defund the police thing
was going
local and city-wise, and when you do that, crime's going to go up because there's no law enforcement. So I don't know about Trump on that, but and the inflation wouldn't have probably been as bad. I mean, take the personalities out of it, and I think Trump did a good job.
Well, we'll see if America puts him back in there, but there are people, a lot of people, that really think he is Hitler. He's a Nazi. He's a devil. They've been trained to.
Well, if you don't look at both sides of the story and you consistently stand in front of the people that will not say a good word about him 24/7, then you're going to probably think he's a terrible guy. And if you don't look at the facts as they come out and still think he was part of the Russian collusion, which actually was the Democratic, then and on, then you're going to be kind of deceived into thinking he's a terrible man. And then he'll kind of support this kind of I'm not that nice a guy thing with his attitude.
Yeah.
But I think pushing back, look at the other side's attitude. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. Spit in their face if you see them. You know what I mean?
Well, they think this could be the last chance at a conviction before the election, with the documents now being put off indefinitely because they put some top secret papers in the pictures that weren't there.
Okay.
They've messed with the evidence. So the judge said postpone. I don't know when we'll do this.
Well, there's also evidence that every single president since Eisenhower had private papers. And there's also evidence that the current president, who never should have had any because he wasn't president, had a lot of them. And yet they pushed it through. And it just got, I didn't even hear about the top secret documents that were...
They put papers that said top secret by their documents to show,
but they weren't there.
And they put it in the picture. I mean, well,
no, and so it's been a real attack on the guy, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. And they're pulling out all the stuff. Like I said, when you look at the people who consistently go after Donald Trump, just knowing them because they have been around 40, 50, 60 years, if they're after Trump, I'm for Trump. Well, anybody they tell me not to vote for, I'm going to vote for. And these people have been doing this my entire life.
217-359-2255. You're welcome to text in on the Fisher National Bank text line. Weather brought to you by Busey, for over 150 years, member FDIC, and by Watts Copy Systems. They offer cost-efficient solutions for busy offices. If you want a free evaluation, call 217-352-0428.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Van Ness this Saturday. Better days worth of weather ahead and a nice recovery on temperatures. Still a bit below average here for the day-to-day, but back to and above seasonal expectations come the weekend. Weak system will pass to the north and east here over the front part of the weekend. Otherwise, it's dry time through at least to midday on Monday. Next weather system, two of them weak ones with more significant moisture to our south, both early and again middle parts of next week. Partly sunny for the day-to-day. 67 the forecast time with a northwest breeze tonight. There may be a stray shower to the north and east late night tonight down to 52. Tomorrow, partly sunny and isolated shower thunderstorm chance early in the day. Again, primarily north and east of Champaign. Highs up near 70. Sunday, partly cloudy, milder 78. Partly sunny for the day on Monday. Maybe a late day shower thunderstorm. The high about 76. A couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday and again Thursday next week, but a drier period next week. Highs about 76 Monday, 71 Tuesday, then mid 70s for highs next Wednesday through Friday. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
The sounds of spring and the smell of flowers in the air, they all add up to Spring Green, America's neighborhood lawn care team. They become your favorite through quality service and professionalism. Spring Green will service and maintain your lawnscape with seeding, aeration, fertilizing, disease, and insect control. Over 40 years of satisfied customers reflect their commitment to Champaign-Urbana and the Mattoon-Charleston area. Call Spring Green at 217-359-2111 or online at spring-green.com. Dedicated Diesel and Dixie Chopper and drivers and stuff. You guys got any needs? Got anything to share?
Well, for drivers, right now there are a lot of trucking companies that are either shutting down or laying off drivers.
Wow.
We are not doing that. We have freight coming out our ears, and we have a couple of openings for regional and over-the-road van and flatbed drivers. They're home every weekend. We've got a family environment. You know, we think about family as well as the work. So we're looking for a couple of drivers to bring on for that.
Awesome.
So what is the location and website?
That is 1306 Triumph Drive in Urbana. It's right down from Farm and Fleet on 45.
Yep.
And you can call Andy at 217-328-0562 or check out Dedicated Diesel on Facebook.
I'm Leslie Ingold. I am a nurse and a regional stroke coordinator for OSF Healthcare in Urbana and Danville. May is Stroke Awareness Month, and there's an easy mnemonic that we can refer to when we're worried that someone we know or someone we're near is having a stroke, and we tend to use the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance. Am I leaning to one side or the other? E is for eyes. Vision trouble. F is for face. Take a look at their face. Does it look symmetrical? A is for arms. Stick your arms out, palms up, close your eyes, and take a look to see if one arm drifts or if they both stay the same height while you hold them for a count of 10. S is for speech. When speech comes out, does it make sense? And then T is for time. Call 911. Get to the hospital right away. Our treatment methods are based on how quickly that you can get to the hospital for treatment. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org.
Racing, racing, racing. Friday Night Lights at Farmer City Raceway is a blast. Only $15 admission and kids 12 and under are free. This Friday, May 10th, take mom out for fun with the Blager Concrete Farmer City 74 with a $25,000 cash prize for Lucas Oil late models and a $2,000 cash prize for modifieds and kids mods. Head to 850 Grove Street in Farmer City with hot laps at 6:30. Details at farmercityracing.com.
Man, I cannot believe Philo is going to be turning 150 years old. And Johnny was the youth director for the 100th
That's 50 years ago.
50 years. And then I was here emceeing something at Hale Park at the 125th.
Okay.
With the time capsule being buried at that time, right?
We don't know where it is.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's we're still looking.
Yeah,
We're still
somewhere in this town.
Well, I feel like Craig.
We know
was the mayor
it's
back then.
We know it's here somewhere.
Somewhere. We'll find it.
And the reason we didn't bury the time capsule because at the 100 it leaked.
Yeah.
So it kind of ruined it. So this time we were smart enough not to do that.
But if you're selling leaks,
so we put it in a safe place.
Is it?
And we know it's safe, but we don't know where it is.
That's not a bad gig. You can say, I'm selling waterproof time capsules, and 25 years later, you're out of business anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right.
All right. We're going to break for the news. That's a long time to come back and say I want my money back, too. All right, the news at 8 o'clock. Glad you're listening. You're listening to WSJK, ESPN 93.5, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Another star witness. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News, and Fox confirms the plans for Michael Cohen to take the stand Monday. That former President Trump's trial in New York centered on reimbursement payments to Cohen for his payments to former adult film star Stormy Daniels to conceal her story from voters ahead of the 2016 election. The jury's heard from former White House aide Madeleine Westerhout.
She said to the jury yesterday that former President Trump is being treated unfairly. This as Judge Juan Merchan denied 2 motions from the defense, shooting them down yesterday. Of course, the controversy was over Stormy Daniels and her salacious and graphic testimony about sex. Well, Trump's lawyers moved for a mistrial because of that, but Judge Merchan said no. He put the blame on Trump lawyer Todd Blanche for denying the affair in his opening statement, and also said Trump lawyer Susan Nicholas could have objected more as Stormy testified and stopped her.
Fox's Eric Shawn in New York. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says President Biden's threat to withhold weapons over it will not stop a military operation in the city of Rafah. He says that operation is necessary to defeat Hamas terrorists. President Biden says he's concerned about civilian casualties in the city. In Florida, an investigation into the fatal police shooting of active duty Air Force Airman Roger Forstens turned over to the state.
Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Aiden said,
"We are doing what we can to ensure the facts of this case are fully understood."
That led the sheriff to dispute a detail that deputies burst into the wrong apartment before firing deadly shots at what they said was an armed airman.
The deputy knocked on the correct door. He did not cover the peephole or otherwise obscure its view in any way.
Sheriff Aiden shared body cam footage of the encounter and did not take questions, leaving the matter to state investigators. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
A horse stranded on a roof by flooding in Brazil is rescued about 24 hours after being spotted by a news helicopter. America's listening to Fox News.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up? I'm tired of feeling so bloated. That used to be me. Then I got this. Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion. A probiotic, right? Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Learn more at alignprobiotics.com.
Storms knock out power to more than 250,000 homes and businesses in the Southeast. It's been days of severe weather in Tennessee.
Governor Bill Lee toured some of the areas hardest hit by what the National Weather Service says was an EF3 strength tornado with winds in excess of 135 miles an hour. As many as 100 homes were damaged, about 40 were destroyed. Governor Lee saying,
"This community's stepping up like Tennesseans always do. They're taking care of their neighbors. And the professionals that are supposed to step in are stepping in when they need to. So it's heartbreaking and hopeful at the same time."
The director of the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency says they are still assessing what disaster assistance may be available. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Chief Jason Owens and the Rio Grande Valley Sector Chief Gloria Sanchez are under investigation for partying with a tequila mogul in Mexico. over whether they disclosed the relationship with a foreign national or accepted anything in violation of ethics rules. Elon Musk's Neuralink company says it's needed to perform repairs on a brain implant that's allowed a patient to interact with computers.
The patient, a quadriplegic man named Nolan Arbaugh, was able to use the Neuralink chip to operate computers and play video games like video chess and Mario Kart, controlling it all with his thoughts. While most consider this a success, the company reports a minor setback. The Neuralink chip is connected to Arbaugh's brain via 64 conductive threads, some of those threads detached from the brain, impacting its speed and effectiveness. In a blog post, Neuralink didn't say what caused it, only that it's been fixed and that the device is back to working at as full of a capacity as it had before. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Playoff basketball, Cleveland beats Boston, Dallas beats Oklahoma City. Both those NBA conference semifinals tied a game apiece. Playoff hockey, the Rangers go up 3-0 against the Hurricanes. The Stars tied their second round series with the Avalanche, a game apiece. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Urbana man accused of holding a woman hostage, barricading himself inside a home. Police responded to a home in the 700 block of Sunny Lane in Urbana. On that report, the woman told officers Jacob Hill had entered her home through a window and armed himself with a handgun. SWAT responded before Hill was located in the crawl space of the home, and he was arrested later that morning. He faces numerous charges. One person hurt. It follows a garage fire in Champaign. That blaze broke out in a detached garage on the 600 block of Alabama Avenue on Wednesday. The victim suffered burns, then treated by firefighters. The cause is accidental due to welding. Rantoul man in custody. It follows a deadly shooting last month. Authorities say Argenis Rincon shot and killed Guadalupe Sanchez April 15. Rincon arrested this week, taken to Champaign County Correctional Center on a murder charge. Police believe the shooting stemming from a dispute over a previous relationship. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, let's check your weather. It's 8:06. It is Friday. This is May 10. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier, brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, weatherman, we're looking at the weekend, and I think we're going to be dry a few days.
Honoring the moms. Lots of great things to do.
Mother's Day weekend.
It's really quite pretty out there right now.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Look
Yeah,
out
it certainly
the window.
is. Very comfortable. Yeah, temperatures are good job looking out the window. First thing that Finkel taught me when I walked into the office there back how many millions of years ago, took me to the west window at Pewaukee Airport. You look out here when you work here and you walk in the door. Oh, okay, Earl. Anyway, yeah, pretty. Hey, it helps everybody get by, even when the weather forecaster is not in duty. But he is on duty in 55, 56-degree readings, pretty much common across the area. Last is still some cloudiness lingering near the Illinois-Indiana line, but ought to be a decent day's worth of weather upstream into the west. A warm front that'll trigger these iffy shower chances, probably north and east of Champaign later tonight, tomorrow morning. Otherwise, we split the jet stream up, provide deep tropical moisture down south. Boy, they got it their lumps in the southern plains, Johnny's Place, and into the Florida Panhandle this morning. They'll do it again next week down there. Nickel and dime garden variety stuff around here, and two cracks at it between Monday and again on Thursday next week. General net effect should be opportunities for backyard and back 40 access. And the numbers as a whole for corn and soybean planting pretty much on target to the 5-year averages. So we're kind of where we need to be, give or take, across the Midwest. 67 the forecast high with a partly sunny sky and a bit of a northwest breeze. Maybe a shower to the north and east of Champaign late night tonight and tomorrow morning. 52 the low, heading towards 70 tomorrow with a partly sunny sky. Winds coming around southwest to south. A partly cloudy, milder Mom's Day Sunday at 78. She'll like that. Maybe a shower thunderstorm late Monday into Tuesday. Back in on Thursday. Moisture amounts are going to stay probably quarter to under half inch. We can still work with that away from the wetter areas of the Corn Belt. Monday high at 76. We're in the low 70s on Tuesday. Mid 70s continuing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, as it ought to be for the time of year. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Diane, could you look up geomagnetic storm?
Okay.
Apparently, there's a geomagnetic storm that could happen today. What does that mean? Well, it could cause chaos to your mobile phone.
Okay.
GPS satellites, power grids, the internet.
Is that a sunspot thing?
It's like solar flares, and then we haven't had one of these geomagnetic events in 20 years.
Okay.
But apparently something that could... what would we do if we woke up and there was no internet?
Well, we would probably take the day off because everybody's using it to communicate.
So
This talks about the triggering the northern lights on this story, but a rare, severe geomagnetic storm watch. First time in nearly 20 years amidst an unusual solar event. It looks like when I'm looking at this fella from Boston, it goes through the northeastern part of the United States more and north of Chicago. That we're not in the path of this with the path of this solar activity. And these several explosions of plasma and magnetic fields towards Earth. But it is something that they are watching. Severe G4 geomagnetic storm emerging on Friday.
And don't they say that if like an asteroid hit us, the whole world would explode or something? I mean, we've had things fly by and they say it's a pretty close call. It was 500 million miles away or something. It was a
well, I mean, Armageddon, and you have the guys, drilling on the meteor to make it split so that it won't hit the Earth.
Yeah.
So
well,
that was a close call.
Remind me to worry about that, Steve. But I've got some other things I got to take care of right now.
No, there's a lot out there, I guess, to worry about. But but again, seriously, if how dependent we got, because I remember when they had to dial up and you've got mail from AOL and all those things in the 90s. I was in the 90s. And I said, man, this is incredible. I can get information without going to the library or something. I don't need to really know bibliography cards anymore like we were trained to use the library.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's at your fingertips, but we have become so uber dependent on the internet. It truly is like, what's wrong with this? I mean, it's frustrating. It's slow. But how much information can we get? And then the tricky part of 2024 and the last 5 years for sure is disseminating what's true, because so much is out there and it looks like a real report. You got to look at the source, and then you got to look at other places. You got to go around. I'd take a look at MSNBC.com and CNN.com, and I'd look at all that.
It's hard to know, and you have to be discerning. I think really you have to try to follow God's will and first determine what that might be.
Yeah, right.
But then just don't go chasing after everything.
Well, isn't the Bible a rule book? Isn't it? It's a history book, but it's also here's how you live. Here's how you ought to do this.
Right, and so you can find anything you want on the internet. That's true. So
it is unbelievable the times we're living in and what's out there. I talked to this guy because I had this brilliant idea that you could put on broadcast news a kind of a meter at the very top where whatever is being said, AI can discern quickly whether it's partially true, all green, absolutely not true. So when Joe Biden's saying I inherited 9% inflation, it would be all red.
But it would be though, because who's doing the AI? It might be all green.
That's right.
And so,
I would have to be the arbiter of all
AI
that.
is interpreting all this. It could be truth and it could be junk.
Well, one thing I've noticed, because I've been working with some college students, is we're just kind of drifting towards teaching the kids how to find the answer on the internet.
Yeah.
No idea where the theory comes from or how to recreate that if they lose the internet. They just look up how, for this long a beam, how much load can it take, how to calculate it. A lot of them are losing that, but they can get the right answer. They just need to get a quick example, and you can do it.
You can do it.
As far as what's going on, not so much, Steve. So
how much would an ad in the Yellow Pages cost these days?
Yellow Pages, what's that?
They do still have some.
They have them, but I think it went from $2,000 a month to like $20 because nobody's looking at the Yellow Pages.
Right.
Somebody must be.
Well, it's an automatic sale. They come around once a year. They do get them in there, but I want to know if anybody, if not that you've done it, but does anybody know anybody that actually has opened a Yellow Pages in the last 5 years? Yeah. I mean, but they used to generate a ton of money from those ads.
Well, let me tell you this. This is always surprises me, and you might hear it today. Well, what's your fax number? Or just fax it in.
I'm out of the fax
We're
business.
still faxing. No, there are still faxes
actually,
flying
government
around.
entities are using fax. I don't like faxes.
Well, I just can't believe they're still fax numbers on cards. Wow, man, that's amazing. That's still there. But
right.
But anyway, 217-359-2255 if you know anybody in your life and circle that has ever opened the Yellow Pages in the last 5 years.
Well, who's faxed something lately? How about that?
My fax, I have a machine, but it's not hooked up.
Right, because when we moved, we didn't get the phone line to it.
But we used to come in and all this curly papers would be on the floor.
Yeah, right.
From stuff I don't want.
I know.
I didn't ask for this fax, so you scan it and you email now. That's what you do now. But it's, we went through a reel-to-reel tape using razor blades and tape to edit things.
I used to edit things at K104 back in 89.
In 81, it started because I had the company. And someone would call me, I need this. I need some information. They'd FedEx it. So I always had 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
But boy, when the fax came, boom, I didn't have 24 hours.
That's right.
I said, I got to have it now.
Yep.
And so we have to jump through hoops. But we came through.
It's unbelievable, though, how many things we can do in addition to what we used to do because we have a phone.
Now it's instant.
It's unbelievable. All right, we check your sports headlines at 8:15 with Diane Ducey.
Illinois baseball in action, and it's Food Truck Friday frenzy.
You want to go out to the game tonight.
6 o'clock against Iowa.
Iowa was picked to win the Big Ten. Illinois might win the Big Ten. And we're going to have to probably win 2 of the 3 against Iowa and 2 of the 3 next weekend. Even if we win the Big Ten, I heard the boys talking with Baseball America's guy, and they said even if you win the Big Ten regular season, there's no guarantee you make the NCAA tournament. That's how the Big Ten is not known as a baseball power. But we certainly have a great season going. Dan Hartleb's done amazing. But tonight, Illinois plays a pitcher that will be a first-round pick in the MLB draft coming up. And so he's the real deal and throws. Most of the Iowa pitchers throw 95.
Okay.
So if you want to see some future big leaguers, you'll want to go to the ballpark tonight. And it is Food Truck Friday.
Yes.
So go enjoy, root on the Illini, wear your orange, start screaming and yelling. Let's fill the place, a couple of thousand
Boy,
people.
it'd be nice to get a Big Ten team going in baseball.
Yeah.
Because I'm so sick of it's
South,
Florida and LSU.
Yeah.
By the way, our brother Greg just texted, a fax is not hackable.
Well, that's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Let's hook up that fax again. Let's get that going.
Fax hooked up.
Come on.
All right, we also had the Board of Trustees with their meeting on May 16th to approve Orlando Antigua's assistant basketball coach. First year of $900,000, but he has this 3-year deal on the table worth $2.7 million.
$900 a year. I mean, I thought it'd be a little more. We were paying our Ryan Walters when he was defensive coordinator for football was making over $1 million. So this becomes the second highest paid assistant.
That's right.
Pretty good money.
Well, that's great. Well, you know
I'll take
what?
it.
I'm glad he's back.
No kidding. Me too. He got Tomislav Isevich.
Yes.
And maybe Igor
Demon. Demon.
Maybe.
And we have Kylan Boswell already.
Yeah, but that wasn't Antigua. That was Orlando's bringing
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I know that you caught some audio of Brad Underwood, but we don't need to do that.
Yeah, they were a little longer pieces we played last night. I spoke like 2 days ago. So
gotcha.
Not super new, but it's I hadn't played it yet. So.
Cubs will start up a series against Pittsburgh. You'll hear that action over on US 105.9. Come on, Cardinals. Let's get out of the slump.
Yeah.
7-1.
They can't be that bad, Steve. They're just in a slump. They can't be that bad.
It's just I don't know. You might have an issue where the feeling isn't right.
But don't you remember the natural losing breeds losing? You just have to start winning.
Right. Get some momentum.
Is Roy Hobbs available? I need Roy Hobbs to report to St. Louis.
Chicago White Sox got a win yesterday.
White Sox win. Cubs play today. Jacob Hurtubise, my son-in-law, who injured his shoulder, the AC joint, on left arm, right arm, throwing arm.
Okay.
Anyway, he's been in Phoenix for like 6 weeks. He just flew to Cleveland where he's going to join the Class A Dayton Dragons to rehab and play a couple of games and then catch up with the AAA team in Columbus on Tuesday.
All right.
So he's back, and I get to watch all the games on MILB for $3.99 a month.
I've got that. So I've been checking in.
He's my favorite player.
He's good too. Diane, he's the lefty, so he gets a little bit of a jump going to first. You can forget about it, man.
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
slow ground ball.
He bunted one of the pitcher. I saw the pitcher barehanded, looked up, and didn't even throw it.
Oh wow! Because he was already gone.
He's fast, and so I'm excited he's back too. So, and the Cincinnati Reds have lost 8 straight, so they're They're trying to get some sparks, so maybe Jacob gets a chance this year.
Farmer City Raceway tonight, if you want to take that in. That's always fun. The Blager Concrete, Farmer City 74, hot laps at 6:30.
And it's Mother's Day weekend. Hug your wife, hug your mom. If you're blessed to have them, it's awesome. 8:19.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign event and this Saturday. Nice spell of weather ahead for the weekend. Couple of weather systems on the maps and charts for next week. One late Monday to Tuesday. Another one along about Thursday. More significant moisture will play out well south of Champaign and Champaign County. So some opportunity for work out in the backyard, the back 40, and a little fun out there on the back 9. Partly sunny for the day today, 67. The expected high, just a few degrees below average. Northwest breeze. For tonight, a few more clouds, maybe a stray shower late down to 52. Best odds on rainfall north and east of Champaign through tomorrow morning. Then partly sunny skies at a high to about 70. Fair and 48 tomorrow night. Partly cloudy, milder, and to about 78 we climb for the day on Sunday. Monday, late in the day and into Tuesday, a couple of scattered showers. Highs into the low to mid 70s there. 75 a dry Wednesday. Another chance for a shower Thursday. Dry late next week Friday. All the wild daytime readings generally mid 70s. Overnight readings will be down into the 50s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Two banks serving the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast are merging. United Bankshares, parent company of United Bank, and Piedmont Bancorp, parent of the Piedmont Bank, will combine. It will create the 39th largest banking company in the U.S. with a network of more than 240 locations across 8 states and Washington, D.C. Amazon shares are higher after closing at a record on Thursday. Tesla says it will spend about $500 million on expanding its electric vehicle charging network. The announcement follows reports the company laid off most of its supercharger team last week. Electric vehicle sales in China fell last month, including for Tesla. Even though there's a price war there, potential car buyers are apparently holding back from expensive purchases. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jen Cosolda, invested in you.
It's time to take the quiz. 5 questions, 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
History, pop culture, science, sports, civics. How much do you know? Let's find out.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Jackson or something?
Neil Armstrong.
Take the quiz every weekday at thequiz.fox and then listen to the quiz podcast to find out how you did.
Play, share, and of course, listen to the quiz right now at thequiz.fox.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Yeah, the flight attendants that got busted for laundering money for a drug cartel in the Dominican Republic have ruined it now for all flight attendants because now they're going to be scrutinized like the shoe bomber. Everybody would take their shoes off after the guy tried to light his shoe.
Yeah.
So now the flight attendants are going to have to go through because there are 4 of them arrested. And it was millions of dollars.
They were carrying money.
Cash.
Yeah.
Alleged scheme to smuggle drug money from the U.S. to the Dominican Republic, authorities say on Wednesday.
They've been doing it for a long time, though, I think. It's been quite lucrative.
But you can take quite a bit of cash. Okay, what?
$10,000 for a normal human. If you're over that.
Yeah, but you
quite a bit of
you'd
cash.
think you would just take it 5,000 at a time, girls. Guys, there's probably guys. Maybe no girls. Good women. I'm sorry.
So in this one, there was an indictment in Dominican Republic for $60,000. The other 2 flight attendants received approximately $121,000. $121. Yeah. That's a lot.
I mean, I've always worried a little bit about the inside of an airport because baggage handlers, could they turn radical on you? I mean, and you got clearance to go, you got all the badges.
They're pretty careful about all that these days.
Hard to track all of it because you can be,
Well, here it talks
radicalized.
about some mechanics last year convicted of trying to smuggle 25 pounds of cocaine underneath the plane's cockpit from New York to Jamaica.
Well, you get a dog out, they'll smell all that, right? And dogs can smell it. I mean, I've been in airports where dogs and police come by. It kind of freaks you out.
Yeah.
And one time I had a little lotion, like hand lotion.
Yeah.
Sure,
And
Steve.
I dumped it on my hands, an inordinate amount, because I couldn't take it through, and it was almost gone, so I threw it away. I had almost dogs on me. It was unbelievable and they put me in a separate room. It was like, what's going on here? I said, I put a lot of lotion on. He said, oh, that'll trigger it. I said, okay.
Wow.
Anyway, lesson.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, 825. Busey knows the importance of a lasting promise. They're pleased to offer financial support toward continuing education endeavors to applicants of all ages and educational backgrounds through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship. Through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship Fund, $25,000 in scholarships will be awarded annually. Available across the Busey footprint, funds dispersed through 10 scholarships of $2,500 each. The scholarships can be used for tuition, fees, books, or supplies for continuing education. Now, if you want to apply for this, you have till June 30th. That's the deadline. Selected recipients will be notified by July 31. Applicants will be required to meet specific eligibility requirements. Complete details on the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarships eligibility criteria and application process can be found at busey.com/scholarship. So if you know somebody or you have somebody entering college, why wouldn't you apply for $2,500? They're giving out 10 of them. So again, if you want to go to busey.com/scholarship, you might have a chance to win $2,500 in a scholarship form. Busey has been around over 155 years. Member FDIC. All right, the news coming up, another half hour of the program. Brother Johnny's here. You're heading out after the Mother's Day, I think.
Well, that's correct. We haven't defined that exactly.
Heading back to New Orleans. It's pretty warm in New Orleans, June, July, August, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I just, my blood temperature is 98.6. Okay, so that's like 1.4.
Yeah, but how about that
degrees.
humidity? It's wet humidity.
How about minus 10 versus 98.6?
Got a point.
And 100 versus 98.6.
Okay.
No, I do like the heat way better than the cold, and the humidity doesn't really bother me if I'm in like a workout clothes. But if you're trying to get dressed up and go somewhere, it's kind of
muggy,
kind of a little wet.
Speaking of dressed up, graduation ceremony tomorrow, 9:30, Memorial Stadium. Jeannie Gang is a recognized architect and University of Illinois alumni, class of 1986, and she's got an inspirational message, has done all kinds of buildings in Chicago, including the third highest, which was 101-story St. Regis, Chicago, and the 82-story Aqua Tower. So might want to look those up.
I'll tell you, an architect is an artist, and some of the things are amazing that you see. Now, sometimes it's not that easy to build what they come up with, but
the engineers implement it, right?
Well, the engineer checks the strength
structures and stuff,
and may help on ways to construct it. But the architects are amazing.
Yeah.
Boy, you see some stuff.
Well, got a good one tomorrow, 9:30. What's the chances there'll be some flags flying and a little disruption during the event, I would think.
Michigan
had a bunch of people jumping up and down. So.
Well, we're a little bit less amenable to it, I think, here this year as far as that goes. But I don't know. There's still some folks up there, but I'm not sure they're going to school here.
They had tents out. I don't know if they're gone yet.
Right,
But they had them out
and how many of the disruptors were professional protesters?
Or just from somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, right. All right, we're going to break for the news. Be back one more hour, a half hour to go. It's 8:29. And now, Kelsey Briggs, owner of Salon 105 in Mahomet.
Urbana's Market at the Square has been cultivating a vibrant scene in CU since 1979. Get to know your farmers bringing locally harvested honey, crafts, jewelry, art, fresh cut flowers, plus produce including fresh leafy greens and root vegetables, fresh baked treats, and a wide selection of proteins. Going on now, every Saturday, 7 a.m. till noon, rain or shine at Illinois and Vine, it's Urbana Market at the Square. Find Urbana Market on Facebook or urbanamarket.org.
Your spring cleaning can make a big difference, and not just in your own home. As you declutter this spring, please consider donating to the Habitat Restore, located at 1914 Glen Park Drive in Champaign. The Restore is happy to take your gently used furniture, tools, home decor, appliances, and more to help fund Habitat's mission to build affordable homes with local families in need of safe and decent housing. Drop your items off during business hours or complete the form on our website at cuhabitat.org.
Tapman's Towing reminds all Illini fans, when you're on the road and see lights flashing, move over and use caution passing. Let's all get home safe tonight.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. The Trump trial resumes with a judge refusing to declare a mistrial after Stormy Daniels' salacious testimony. But the prosecution did cut former Playboy model Karen McDougal. And coming Monday, disbarred lawyer Michael Cohen. Florida Republican Corey Mills preparing impeachment articles against President Biden over withholding weapons from Israel if it raids Hamas in Rafah. The White House says its actions are consistent with law. The Senate passed a bill to reauthorize the FAA and improve U.S. aviation safety amid a series of incidents. A Boeing whistleblower Santiago Paredes tells Fox he was ordered to speed up his inspection of defects at Boeing supplier Spirit Aerosystems.
It was like a constant battle to go in there and just try to do my job, which was to identify and document defects.
He was warning of a major incident coming. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. One person hurt that follows a garage fire in Champaign. That blaze broke out in a detached garage on the 600 block of Alabama Avenue on Wednesday. The victim suffered burns, then treated by firefighters. The cause is accidental due to welding. Rantoul man in custody. It follows a deadly shooting last month. Authorities say Argenis Rincon shot and killed Guadalupe Sanchez April 15. Rincon arrested this week, taken to Champaign County Correctional Center on a murder charge. Police believe the shooting stemming from a dispute over a previous relationship. Urbana man accused of holding a woman hostage, barricading himself inside a home. Police responded to a home in the 700 block of Sunny Lane in Urbana. On that report, the woman told officers Jacob Hill had entered her home through a window and armed himself with a handgun. SWAT responded before Hill was located in the crawl space of the home, and he was arrested later that morning. He faces numerous charges. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
And now, Kelsey Briggs, owner of Salon 105 in Mahomet.
We have a luxury destination salon located out here in central Illinois, and we have stylists here for everybody and any need. We have a very wide range of stylists that can cover any needs. There is somebody that can provide any services from a perm to a balayage to extensions and everything in between. Every stylist that works here is certified in Bellow Haven hand-tied extensions, and we do a lot of education. We bring in high-level educators from all over the world and invite local salons to come out here and learn. So not only do we welcome clients here, but we also welcome other stylists or salons in the area to come and learn.
To book your appointment at one of the premier salons in Central Illinois, go to salon-105.com. That's salon-105.com. From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information, including repair quotes and online scheduling requests, available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. So you live in the country or a rural area, but you struggle with internet, right? Well, not anymore. MF Wireless is your premier rural high-speed internet provider. Macomber Farms Wireless is a local internet provider. It started in Camargo. Their focus, providing you reliable, high-speed internet with friendly and fast customer service. Just go to MF, as in Macomber Farms, mfwireless.com. Check for coverage. mfwireless.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign event, and this Saturday. Nice spell of weather ahead for the weekend. A couple of weather systems on the maps and charts for next week. One late Monday to Tuesday, another one along about Thursday. More significant moisture will play out well south of Champaign and Champaign County, so some opportunity for work out in the backyard, the back 40, and a little fun out there on the back 9. Partly sunny for the day today, 67. The expected high, just a few degrees below average. Northwest breeze. For tonight, few more clouds, maybe a stray shower late down to 52. Best odds on rainfall north and east of Champaign through tomorrow morning, then partly sunny skies and a high to about 70. Fair and 48 tomorrow night, partly cloudy, milder, and to about 78 we climb for the day on Sunday. Monday, late in the day and into Tuesday, a couple of scattered showers, highs into the low to mid 70s there. 75 a dry Wednesday, another chance for a shower Thursday, dry late next week Friday. All the while daytime readings, generally mid 70s. Overnight readings will be down into the 50s. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Eric Bowen with Provident Financial Group. We are honored to be celebrating 15 years of service and want to thank all of our amazing clients for their confidence and trust. We look forward to meeting the needs of current and future clients in the years to come. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
All right, ESPN 92.5, last segment of our program. Brother Johnny here for a few more with Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. We talked a little about Kristi Noem, the governor of South Dakota, who I really like.
She's a friend of mine, Steve.
Yeah, you've met her, and she's been very successful as a governor. There's no question about that. Her new book came out, and in it she talked about a dog that had behavioral issues that she took to the gravel pit and shot.
14-month-old Cricket was, essentially a puppy here. Killed the neighbor's chicken, seemed dangerous to her kids.
Yeah, killing livestock. In maybe South Dakota and some of those states that we're not super familiar with, maybe that's their culture, but I believe dogs are God's example of unconditional love. And so, yes, you have bad dogs and you have problem dogs. I agree with that, but I think you go through the process if a dog has to be put down. And then she went home.
Wait a minute. Now, that's what I don't get that.
It just sounds...
The dog had to be put down. So it had life. She was actually worried it would... Once you start killing animals, then you can bite a kid. She was worried about the kids.
There's some dogs that are...
So you take it to the vet, spend a few $100s, or shoot the dog. The dog's dead either way.
It's just the culture of that.
Right. So this is... South Dakota ranching is a ranch dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lap dog. It was a
hunter.
It was a vicious little thing.
If it's one of those vicious little things, I would not have put it in my book. I would not have. If I'm running for office, I don't have that in there because The dogs sleep with people now in beds. It's that close. So it's part of the family
a
now.
dog like that wouldn't. And so,
and again, you say, well, how was the dog treated to be this way?
So during this show,
untrainable, dangerous, and less than worthless hunting dog.
Look, during this show, we've killed about 10,000 cows who are about as smart as dogs. That you don't think of them as pets.
See, the doggies are very smart. Dogs have
the cows are pretty smart. They're pretty close.
They're like 7, 8-year-olds. That's an old. The intelligence of a 7-year-old.
My dog Troy was, but I don't know, Steve.
Our dogs are very smart.
But here's the point I'm making. Up in the Big Sky country, where you have a lot of ranching, a lot of livestock and animals that are killed to eat. We kill 1.6 million pigs a day.
Yeah.
Poor little cute little
and some
pig.
people are vegetarians. And that's fine. Whatever you want to do.
But it's a dog, and it was a dangerous dog, possibly.
But that's our difference, is the relationship we've had in our lives with dogs. You had Troy, but other than that, I've had dogs.
You're being dog racist. You're taking all dogs are the same.
Well, I wouldn't have taken it to the gravel pit, and I wouldn't have done that. And I don't think most Americans will ever empathize with her doing that.
I don't think you have to imply, but I wouldn't get on her. I mean, I tell you what, I give her a lot of credit, because I probably wouldn't have done it either. I just wouldn't have wanted to do it, but she's going to say, I'll take care of it. And boom.
She said that she felt the dog was dangerous to her children, and she was being a tough, protective parent.
All right, that's fine. If they do that on the ranch, they do that on the ranch. I just wouldn't necessarily share the story, because most people won't understand.
I think she probably agrees with you now.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
The PR people said, just don't put that in there.
Well, and you just and then the other fuzzy thing about the book was about meeting Kim Jong-un. I don't know how that happens unless you don't read your own book, because you don't put something in that.
I mean, she's read her book. We got a text in at 359-2255 saying she has an audio book of her book.
So she read it.
Yes.
About meeting Kim Jong-un. If that's not true, I don't get it. I don't understand why it's in there. So it's not a big thing. It's just not true. But I just can't do the again. Then you while you're at it, you go grab the goat, who's not going to hurt anything, just a nasty goat. I mean, it's just gonna. I can't do it. Listen. I couldn't shoot anything if it's not attacking me. If something's attacking me, coming at me, my family, I could shoot it.
I couldn't grab a chicken around the neck and twist it for dinner, and people did that all the time.
I know.
We're a lot more sensitive. Yeah. And I also think we lose a little perspective, because how about the 25 million cute little chickens we kill every day?
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're in line I know it's not a dog.
Nothing bonds like a dog. A dog is your best friend, man.
Dogs have different personalities too, Steve, and there can be good dogs and there can be bad dogs.
I'm thankful I've never had a bad one.
I think they made a mountain out of a molehill, but I agree with you. She probably doesn't realize the sensitivity of a lot of parts of the country.
Maybe that shows she's a true rancher. I mean, she's really from.
She's always said that's all she ever wanted to do. And again, there's not that many folks up there. There's like 9. There was 800,000. Now there's almost 1 million.
Probably scared the heck out of all the world leaders, thinking, I don't want her as vice president.
Right. And this article says she's trying to pivot and say, let's focus on some real issues: Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, the American economy,
I think that
crime.
she makes a good point there. I think there's a distraction element to
But
this
did they pummel Mitt Romney for putting dog on top of the car? Family vacation, right? With the cage of the dog on the top of the car. That guy had tracked him and followed him. Listen, it is just one of those.
Something about dogs.
Well, because dogs have become way more than what dogs were when Johnny and I were growing up in Philo.
I don't know about that.
Dogs ran free. Dogs are never going to get in your bed. I mean, the dogs in the bed now, it's just a different connection. And maybe for whatever reason, it's evolved to where
I
they are.
I don't think the dogs have changed, Steve. I think people
We have changed. There's no question. The dogs have not changed. We have changed in the way we care for them, what we do. I mean, people are buying. I remember talking to Doris Day, the great Doris Day, and she had 8 or 9 dogs, and she cooked for them. And I thought that was just, really? You actually make things in your skillet? Now that's a thing. You can order food from companies where it's like, now you have to be careful what you feed a dog and stuff. But anyway, it's just we have evolved to.
And don't forget about how much money is spent and taken to your dog to the vet.
Yeah.
Oh, something might be wrong with him. Well, nothing's
Yep.
wrong with him. We'll check him for this. So there's a lot of...
I have dog insurance
Yep.
because it's so expensive
I
now.
see.
Dog insurance for
Yep.
$20 a month. I got $1,000 out of my pocket, $10,000 out of the insurance because you get a surgery on a dog, it's $2,500. Mm-hmm. So it's unbelievable how that's.
Well,
all
we had Troy, King of Philo, and King of all dogs,
Yeah.
a nice German Shepherd, back when it was pretty much free to have one.
Yes.
and
And the dogs ran loose.
He
The
roamed
dogs ran
free.
loose, yeah.
That's true.
Rin Tin Tin with a light nose. Now, Johnny drew a little cartoon of him, and somebody put disgusting in it. I think it was Troy with his paw. Disgusting. All right, 844. You're welcome to text in. Fisher National Bank text line 217-359-2255. 844.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
PDR Automotive has now been serving the Champaign-Urbana area for over 50 years. To give you some perspective, 50 years ago ended the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War, and it was when Secretariat won the Triple Crown. So what does that mean for you and your vehicle? Whether you need a carburetor overhauled or your new vehicle computer system diagnosed or programmed, PDR Automotive has the experienced, knowledgeable staff that can handle all your automotive needs. Online at pdrauto.com, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. Every month we celebrate law enforcement at Stevie Jay Broadcasting. Officer Sarah Links is our law enforcement official of the month from the Urbana Police Department. They say you're a star. Congratulations.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. I don't know about being a star, but I appreciate that.
Well, you've done this work for a number of years in your patrol.
I have. I've been with Urbana for 18. I've been doing this a total of 22 years.
What drew you to law enforcement?
Right. I always joke and tell people I never want to pick out my outfit every day, but actually, I just wanted to help people, and I like to problem solve, and I get a different problem every day to solve.
It's never the same.
It is never the same.
Keep up your great work. We certainly appreciate the vast majority appreciate what police do.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for your support, because we do greatly appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you. Officer Sarah Links, our law enforcement official of the month, brought to you by MX Electric.
Relax. Call back 217-359-7293.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Check your weather in just a second. We check our morning sports now. It's Diane Deuces with headlines.
Well, I was just looking over to see if Mystic Dan, who won the three-nose tight Kentucky Derby last
great
weekend.
race last week. You see the Kentucky Derby finish? It was
unbelievable because it was literally
three noses, right?
Another foot and the other horse wins.
Yeah.
Just the way the momentum
the
of
heads,
it.
no, the heads bobbing up and down.
That's it.
Unbelievable.
So they have until Monday to get Mystic Dan in the Preakness.
Why are they not entering Mystic Dan in the Preakness?
They're saying about recuperation time here, and horse's health status is a bit up in the air. They say maybe 2 weeks is not a lot of rest time, but I mean, that wasn't a thing in the past when we talk about the Triple Crown and all that. Whatever.
Anyway, you're done with the Triple Crown if you don't race.
No, right. That's why he's got until Monday.
But on M&M, if the horse isn't healthy, you could enter and scratch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, well, if it's, it's just like Zion Williamson couldn't play. We're out.
That's a basketball player.
Yeah, that's a Pelicans basketball player.
Okay, thank you.
Got hurt right at the end of the year.
Speaking of basketball, Orlando Antigua, our Illinois assistant basketball coach, the Board of Trustees will move to approve his wages on May 16th, $900,000 in the first year, and a 3-year deal is what we're looking to lock in for $2.7 million. Also in Illini Nation, we've got our Illinois baseball team in action at 6 against Iowa, and it's Food Truck Frenzy Day if you want to get some supper out there and then root on our Illini. Of course, there's been a lot of talk, Stevie, about Igor Demin now coming our way from Russia.
No. It's just rumor.
Oh.
He's not signed at all.
Okay.
He's the next prospect.
But Tomislav Ivichik is in.
And so is Humrichhaus. Ben Humrichhaus is in. But no, this Igor, the Russian, Igor Demin that's the buzz. We do not have him. Not yet.
Caitlin Clark in an exhibition game for Indy Fever gets 13,000 people to watch this game against Atlanta yesterday. We've got Milwaukee and St. Louis 7:10 start here on ESPN 93.5 with Lance Lynn on the mound. The Cubs in Pittsburgh at 5:40 over on US 105.9. Chicago White Sox off after their win over Cleveland 3-2 have a 6:40 start. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Hi, it's Wes from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Lands is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Lands we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Lands Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Right now, Lands is offering up to $1,500 off qualifying Trane heating and cooling systems, and combining it with utility companies' rebates and potential tax credits, now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
Champaign County Fair is looking for queen contestants for the July 14th pageant in Kessler Hall. Young women between the ages of 16 and 21 who live in Champaign County and Little Miss contestants from 6 to 10 years old can hear details about the competition on May 21st. Learn more about what it takes to represent Champaign County by clicking on the application link at champaigncountyfair.cc. The Champaign County Fair welcomes Josh Turner July 26th.
Dixie Chopper, and he's available out there?
Absolutely. I'm going to throw you out a couple of specials that we're having right now. One is a Rhino 15-foot rotary flex wing with a Dixie Chopper Classic 35-horse 60-inch mower. It's industrial. $35,000 for the pair.
Both of them?
Yep, both of them together, $35,000.
I take it that's an outstanding deal because I'm not
saving $13,000.
Oh, okay, wow.
You're in the mowing business. Time for an upgrade.
It's time to go big time. You'll get all the yards done really quickly with those.
And then if you're looking for just a residential mower on its own, we've got a Z2 48-inch that we've got out there right now for $59.99. That is $2,000 off.
What is the location?
That is 1306 Triumph Drive in Urbana. It's right down from Farm and Fleet on 45.
Yep.
Or check out Dedicated Diesel on Facebook.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Van Evans, Saturday. Better days worth of weather ahead and a nice recovery on temperatures. Still a bit below average here for the day-to-day, but back to and above seasonal expectations come the weekend. Weak system will pass to the north and east here over the front part of the weekend. Otherwise, it's dry time through at least midday on Monday. Next weather system, two of them weak ones with more significant moisture to our south, both early and again middle parts of next week. Partly sunny for the day-to-day, 67 the forecast time with a northwest breeze tonight. There may be a stray shower to the north and east. Late night tonight down to 52. Tomorrow partly sunny and isolated shower thunderstorm chance early in the day. Again, primarily north and east of Champaign. Highs up near 70. Sunday partly cloudy, milder 78. Partly sunny for the day on Monday. Maybe a late day shower thunderstorm. The high to about 76. A couple of widely scattered showers Tuesday and again Thursday next week. But a drier period next week. Highs about 76 Monday, 71 Tuesday. Then mid 70s for highs next Wednesday through Friday. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Yeah, thanks for all the texts. We haven't gotten them all. Do you want to grab any of them? Anything you want to mention here based on what's come in here this morning?
Well, there was one saying we should check with Derek Piper on
Igor.
I think it's Igor. It says Evie, but
yeah, that's again. I said it's a rumors out there, and if he's not in, he's not in. I think Brad's going to sign maybe one more, But he seemed pretty content, which makes me say the walk-ons are getting a lot of practice time because we don't have that many players. We have 6 we've signed from the portal and 2 last year's team. I mean, that's only 8. Don't you need 10?
2 good ones from last year.
Sure. But I'm wondering. Anyway, we are preparing to have a contest on naming our starting 5 for next fall in the first regular season game. Details should be coming out late next week for what you can win if you're able to be the person that can do that, because I think it's a crapshoot.
Well, it'll be hard to pick the 5, although it's easier than Powerball, but still.
Yes, it is.
It's not going to be easy to call that.
But there'll be rules, like got to be 21, 1 entry per household, so you don't get all the kids involved and your wife
gotcha.
can't box it. You get 1 per household, so there'll be some rules.
This story has just come up about the tents were taken down from the quad for the pro-Palestine encampment overnight. Protesters continuing to take them down this morning, effectively ending that encampment. Protesters were seen quietly packing up the tents this morning. Nearly half the tents were gone by daybreak. By around 8:30, nearly all the tents, banners, and signage were removed.
Well, the fact that
graduation weekend.
It is, but the fact that they did it on their own is a win for Illinois.
Right.
Well done, Chancellor Jones and his team, because I don't know if I remember that they quietly put their own tents up. Usually you have to clean it up.
University Facilities and Services
Good job.
already on the quad, mowing the grass and preparing for graduation tomorrow.
Johnny, thanks for coming in this week.
Oh, it's always great to be here. And Philo and talking to you and Diane about who knows what.
And happy Mother's Day to
Happy Mother's Day to
Margaret.
Diane. Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day to Bobby.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to Janet. Happy Mother's Day to our mom.
Yes.
All right, thanks, guys, for listening. That's Johnny. That's Diane. I'm Stevie J. Have a blessed weekend.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. We are a locally owned community bank that has served the area since 1955. Fisher National is rooted in the communities we serve. We pride ourselves on providing financial resources that match or better the mega banks. We are your friends and neighbors who are involved in your communities and take a vested interest in seeing our customers thrive and prosper. Offering a line of rewarding consumer-centric deposits, home mortgages, small business banking, and agricultural lending. There are no compromises banking local with Fisher National. Our convenient online and mobile tools are second to none. We'll work hard to meet your financial needs and earn your trust. Learn more about Fisher National at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches. Our team looks forward to serving you.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
When it comes to finding a reliable vehicle, look no further than Sarah Champagne, your trusted automotive destination. They carry a lineup of top brands, including Honda, BMW, Subaru, GMC, and Buick. And they're not just about cars, they're about people. Their team is dedicated to providing you with trustworthy service and dependable vehicles that fit your lifestyle. Experience the difference at Sarah Champagne. Visit Sarah, S-E-R-R-A, champagne.com.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Underground Solutions. Are you tired of dealing with leaky faucets, basement flooding, bursting or leaking pipes? From plumbing maintenance and repairs to installing new water heaters and sump pumps, our goal is to get you up and running as soon as possible. At Lands Plumbing, we have 24/7 emergency service and a team of highly skilled professionals that will work with you to get the job done right the first time. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
Thank you for choosing 2 Men in a Truck. How may I help you?
Hey, we're moving, and I have a strange situation here. We need to be out of our house by 10 a.m., but our closing on the new house isn't until 1 p.m. Is that something you guys do?
That's not strange at all. 2 Men in a Truck has completed over 9 million moves. We have a solution for that.
Not sure how your move is going to work? Go to 2meninatruck.com to start your free estimate. 2meninatruck.com.
Urbana's Market at the Square has been cultivating a vibrant scene in CU since 1979. Get to know your farmers bringing locally harvested honey, crafts, jewelry, art, fresh cut flowers, plus produce including fresh leafy greens and root vegetables, fresh baked treats, and a wide selection of proteins. Going on now, every Saturday, 7 a.m. till noon, rain or shine at Illinois and Vine, it's Urbana Market at the Square. Find Urbana Market on Facebook or urbanamarket.org.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
And now, Kelsey Briggs, owner of Salon 105 in Mahomet.
We're trying to bring something big to a small area and bring luxury into our small community. It is definitely a dream come true. I knew from a young age that I always wanted to do hair and own a salon, which is why I got a business degree, and it has led me here. And the growth has just been so much faster than I anticipated, but it's been amazing. One thing that really sets us apart as a salon is our team. We have such an amazing atmosphere. Everyone is so respectful to each other, and it's pretty essentially a drama-free zone. We do a lot of team building and hang out with each other outside of work so that we can get to know each other on a